Good evening, tarot card readers of the world. Welcome back to my channel. Tonight is a special read. I'm actually going to light up some Palo Santos because this is going to be a strong one. It's going to be powerful. There are 8 of the 9 planets, 10 if you count Planet X, in retrograde currently. Phenomenal energy. And they're all on one side. Pretty crazy. But regardless, this is going to be powerful. I'm going to go ahead and do another. I'm going to do this in a Tree of Life spread. And I think I'm going to layer some energy. It's going to be phenomenal, as usual. So we're going to go ahead and tune into the universe's frequency here. You want to close your eyes or click off, fast forward, whatever you want to do. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to do. Let's go ahead and take this out. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start out with the foil deck. So we have Neptune, Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn, Uranus, Mars, Mercury, and Venus, all in retrograde. I don't even know what to say. I'm probably going to do an extra pull on this. I want to do some research on it, but when I found this out earlier tonight, I thought I got to do this read. So here we are, and it's going to be explosive because this tower on the pre-shuffle has been showing up over and over. I got goosebumps because I know we're going to see that tower card. If we don't, I'll eat my shorts. No, if it don't show up, I'm not going to do anything. So retrogrades, lots of introspection, reflection, looking back. There's a little confused energy in there. There's a lot of miscommunication in there because the Mercury in retrograde is kind of setting it all off. Now my Mercury is in Scorpio, but also was in retrograde. It's the only retrograde I have in my chart. So now I understand why Mercury in retrograde has never really affected me. I do know and I'm aware of when it's around, especially now that I know what happens when it happens. So, yeah, some of you are holding on to your money. So, Tree of Life, we're going to start up at the top, but we're going to read from the bottom. So, this is a fun read. I really enjoy this read. With the passion. This. Perfect. Nope, I had it right. We're going to start at the root. We call it the root chakra in the Tree of Life. It's the number 10 card. There is a bigger Tree of Life spread, and maybe there'll be a day when we do that, but for time's sake, we're going to go ahead and do the shorter one. So in your home and family position, you have beautiful. I already got goosebumps. I knew this was going to be a powerful read. Strength card. We all know it's Leo energy. Number 8 card. 8 is my favorite number, has been since I was 8 years old. There are 8 planets in retrograde. We start out with the number 8 card. What are the odds? So in your constitutional, in your unconscious mind, foundationally speaking, we have the Page of Cups. Page of Cups. So, obviously, with the strength being in your home and family, there's strength that is coming to the family unit as a whole, as a collective. The family unit is becoming stronger because in this day and age, we're starting to realize that all we have is family. Things are becoming more tight-knit across the board. And in your unconscious foundation, you have the Page of Cups. A nice young energy. A nice young love. Not saying you're young. You may not be. Maybe you are. I identify with young, okay? And I always will. So that's a beautiful start. So we're going to go with the communication and career position, which is the Five of Cups. So some of you have lost a job. Some of you have lost money flow. Or some of you are like myself with the new administration in America. I have lost about 30 to 40% of my income because now it goes into thin air because magically everything costs more. We won't get into that because, you know, we're on a tarot channel, not a political channel. So the Five of Cups. We're not going to talk about it a whole lot. I don't want to touch on that a whole lot because you already know what's happening there. So we're going to go to the 7th spot, your emotional relationships. Woohoo, the Knight of Swords. So regardless of whatever losses over here, you don't give a shit because you're going to go flying right towards your emotional fulfillment, right towards your emotional relationships that you are wanting to develop, to nourish, to flourish. Yeah, so we're going to go now. This is your overall, not affecting energy, but more all of these energies affect this center number 6 position, which is your achievements position. So all of these things are going to affect this card, which is the Five of Swords. And I saw that on the pre-shuffle. I also saw the Seven of Swords and the Tower card. So, achievements. Your achievement is that you have, typically, you know, the Five of Swords does mean a sneaky energy, thief, something like that. But in this case, it looks as though, and I read this card this way the other day, and it made sense, and I think it applies here tonight, today, wherever, whatever time it is for you. Time doesn't exist, am I right? It would be nice if we could fully move into that manifestation. But it looks as though there's something that you actually accomplished. There's somebody that you beat in their own game, is what I'm getting here. You beat them in their own game. Okay? And I think we're going to come back to that here shortly. But now we're going to go to your opposing matters position. And that is the Nine of Wands. Yeah, see, so you're tired of trying. But this is just an opposing matter. This is a mindset, you know? So don't get stuck in that mindset of I've given too much. I don't want to give anymore. I want to hold back now. I don't think this is going to be the time for that. So what we're going to go now is your position number 4, your helpful matters. Beautiful. Wheel of Fortune. So the wheel is turning for you in this situation, which I don't even necessarily want to call it a situation yet, because I don't necessarily know that it is. It's just you're stuck in a mindset of loss and lack, and so you're going to attract loss and lack. So you need to do the affirmations that I have no lack. that it is not God's will for me to have lack, but to yet be abundant. And if you're not going to ask, you're not going to receive. So if that's what you're looking for, if you want some abundance, just ask, just ask. So now we're going to go to our number 2 position, which is your responsibilities. Yeesh, your responsibilities are to budget your money, budget your time, budget your energy, budget it all, because if you don't, you're going to be left out in the cold. That's what's going to help you. You are going to be left out of the cold, is what I'm seeing here. Responsibilities is to your family. Your responsibilities are to your friends. And if you are not going to be responsible to them, you will be left out in the cold by your family and by your friends. So the number 3 spot, I did that last time. I did them backwards. This is a beautiful 2 of Cups. Beautiful 2 of Cups. And this is actually your difficulties. So the difficulty that you're having is in your relationship. And I think it is based around the fact that you're living in this lifestyle of lack. And maybe this Knight of Swords over here, because it is the fastest moving energy, maybe you're moving a little too fast. And it's causing you to want to hold back because you have been moving so fast towards it. Maybe they weren't moving as fast towards you, is what I'm gathering here. But again, the Wheel of Fortune is in your favor. And that was in your helpful matters. So the universe is here to help you with this situation if you will allow them to. So now we're going to go on to my favorite card, and this is the number 1 position, the spiritual position. And what do we have here? Rest. The 4 of Swords. And this is almost, I feel like a hangman energy almost in this instance. But it's kind of like the Bible would say is to meditate on these things. It's almost like a meditative card. Now the blanket that is on him is red. So there is passion still there. Passion for what? I don't know. It's a spiritual position, so I assume it's a passion for a spiritual knowledge, a spiritual gain, a better spiritual walk. Something like that is what I'm getting. So what we're going to do now is we are going to layer the Angels and Fairies Wisdom deck on top of this, because I'm going to give you some wisdom. I'm going to give you some boost of confidence, if you will. On top of the Strength card. Beautiful. We're going with the Spirit Guides. The past has been difficult, but now it's time to believe in your abilities and walk your pathway with confidence and strength. So that's a beautiful card to lay on top of the Strength. This is a confidence card. In your number 9 position, your unconscious foundation, the Winter Fairy. Now is the time to move your thinking onto a higher level. Imagine that, unconscious, higher level, subconscious. You are equipped to do more than you have contemplated, and you will succeed. Meaning, what you have thought in your own mind, you're actually capable of way more than that. And you will succeed at it. So don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself. Because as soon as you limit yourself, well, obviously you're not going to come into your full higher self, to your full calling, right? So now we're going to the number 8 position, your communication and career, the Bluebell Fairy. Mistakes can happen at any time, and this is how we learn. Forgive yourself and then move on with lessons learned. And I'm going to pull this up because, remember, this was the 5 of Cups. So mistakes happen, whatever it was to cause that loss, whether it was your fault, their fault, who cares? There's no reason to play the blame game because the damage is done. It's time to move on. right? So just to forgive yourself and move on with the lesson that you've learned in this situation, because ultimately you need to forgive yourself first, and then you're able to forgive everybody else. And that's in what? The Lord's Prayer, to forgive our transgressors and our debtors and all of the people who have harmed us and whatnot. So I just shuffled there. I don't know why I did that. I was pulling direct. So we're going to go with the number 7, emotional, emotional relationships, autumn ballot. Autumn ballot. Autumn ballet. Autumn leaves mean change is due, which oddly enough, it's right around the corner. It will be exciting, but only if you allow it to happen. And again, this was in your emotional matters position. So change is coming as far as this emotional relationship goes. Okay? So the number 6 position, your achievements. This is the mushroom fairy. Step into the light to rejoice and celebrate all the good there is in you. Right. See, and this is like a celebration card. Again, like this 5 of Swords here is, to me, you have beaten someone at their own game, is what I'm really getting in this, with this energy. So step into the light and rejoice and celebrate all the good that there is in you, and this victory that you've had beating somebody or some people at their own game. The number 7 position is going to be on top of the Wheel of Fortune, which is your, I'm sorry, this was the number 7 position. 6 and then 5. We're going to go over here to the opposing matters. Garden of the Sun and Moon. The change you seek may be outside your comfort zone. Ask for strength from your family, is what it's looking like, to help you move forward. Garden of the Sun and Moon. So this is your opposing matters, is that you need to ask for help. You need to ask for strength. On top of the Wheel of Fortune is going to be the Fairy of Fantasy, and this is the helpful matters position. You have a huge appetite for life, so explore the pathway that is right for you at this time. Beautiful. On top of the Wheel of Fortune, it's got a lovely, beautiful rainbow in the picture. I mean, you can't ask for no better than that, So the universe is here to help you with your huge appetite for life, and it's going to help you explore the pathway. Just be open to it, Be aware of the signs and the synchronicities and the billboards and the all of those things. On top of the 2 of Cups, which was in your difficulties position, the number 3 card, the number 3 position. Evening dreams. You possess the power to do much when you work in truth. Right. So stand in your truth. Don't waver. Not force them, but allow the door to be open for them to tell the truth as well. Now, on this 5 of Pentacles is what I was curious about. What's going to happen? This is your responsibilities position. You have the Twilight Magic Fairy. You may feel that you cannot move forward in life, but you are blessed. So move on with love. Exactly. That's exactly like I said in here. If you don't treat them with love, they're going to leave you out in the cold. Your family and your friends. Move on with love. Forgive them. Whatever, if this is something to do with the family, that's something you're holding on to, a grudge or whatever, this is why you're having health problems that nobody can explain. You don't understand where it came from, because you're living in this kind of mindset of, I don't know, you're leaving them out in the cold maybe. But this time to like I said, get a little more tight knit with the family unit. And then this is beautiful. Your number 1 spiritual position, Earth Mother. Allow your heart to propel you to greater things than you have ever known. So wake up and allow your heart to propel you to greater things than you have ever known. Earth Mother. Beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous read. And so what I'm thinking here is, what really needs to happen is this is more of the grounding yourself type of energy, to where you really need to reach out to everyone that's around you, that loves and supports you, cares about your well-being, and connect with them a little bit more. Okay, so that you're not left out in the cold, and they aren't going to leave you out in the cold. because of this forgiveness that you're able to give yourself and as well your family. So we're going to ask the moon card. We're going to ask the moon energy. And again, this is the full moon in Pisces. I have my full moon candle blazing. I got full moon in Pisces hand drum music, by the way. That's what you're hearing in the background playing. It's the full moon in Pisces hand pan live stream provided by none other than YouTube. Regardless, this full moon energy is amazing. I mean, I'm like swimming in it, but I'm a Cancer moon and rising, so that's just what I do. Your dreams need a practical plan, right? They always do, because the most outlandish dreams got to have a practical plan if you want to ever see it to come to fruition. And again, this is more love energy, more cups energy, you know. And we want to live life by the cup. We want to live life by love and in love and with love, because it's love, right? So this is the new moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation, you know. And again, that's the whole love in your family. Love them more. It's sometimes it's not easy to figure out how to exactly pull that off. It is for me at times, but you know, it comes to you. It comes to you if you really will take the time to, you know, reach out, figure it out. So we're going to do one more card here from the Psychic Reading Tarot. I thought this read was going to be a lot longer, but it hasn't needed to. It's pretty straightforward, you know. It's pretty clean cut, dry, you know. Love more. That's all it's saying. Love more. Love more. Love your neighbor more. Love your friend more. Love your mom more. Love all the people around you more. Love the stranger more that you run into, you know. Abundance on the bottom of the deck. The number 1 card. We're going to stop right there. That's a beautiful place to stop. I'll tell you what. There's a lot of love, a lot of luck going around. The universe is just like Oprah Winfrey throwing luck out here, throwing doorways out. You get a door, you get a door, you get a door, you get a door, because we got the number 11 doorways card yet again. This energy has been popping up like mad out of this psychic reading deck. The number 11 card, I am not going to ever get tired of reading it, I'll tell you that right now. So we're going to go ahead and do that. The number 11 card, doorways. Here we go. We're going to do it again. Doorways are opening and shutting for a reason. Be open to these signs. You have received this card as the universe wants you to be aware of the opportunities that are being presented to you and those that are closing for a reason. Sometimes a doorway shutting in front of you is a pathway to a new opportunity. It is a diverter, is what this book is saying. Everything happens for a reason, even if at times you don't like or understand what that reason is, right? That's one of the hardest things to come to grips with. The universe has given you the Psychic Reading Doorways card to help you understand that you have choices being presented to you at the present time. Now is a very important time to stop, think, assess, and focus. Think about what it is you truly want to experience, feel, or achieve. Do you want a new job? Do you want to study? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. Do you want to study a new career path? Do you want to move? Do you question your current relationship? Do you find a partner? I'm sorry, do you want to find a partner? Do you want to go on a holiday? Do you worry about money? This card is a reminder that you do not need to rush to make a decision about the opportunities or challenges that are being presented to you right now. Focus on what feels right in your solar plexus and heart chakra. As a spiritual being, living a human experience can be very challenging at times. Right, it's the hardest test, but we knew we could accomplish it, yeah? We knew we'd pass. Your rational brain always tries to take control and infer what makes sense. However, this may not be what feels right in your soul. Pay attention to the psychic symbols around you as they are guiding you to walk in the right direction so that when the right doorways open at the most opportune time to enlighten your soul's journey. If you are feeling frustrated in the doorway of life and the doorways of life are not opening as you would like, it is because the timing is not right. Again, the dreaded divine timing while having free will. Oh, it's frustrating sometimes. The universe and I go around a little bit sometimes with that. If you're feeling frustrated in the doorway, oh, blah, blah, I already read that. The most important thing, I'm sorry, to remember is not to force the doorway open. It is staying shut for a reason. If you force your way through, the outcome may not be what you wished for. Right, there might be zombies on the other side of that door, right? Might be zombies on the other side of that door. 8 retrograde planets. We got the same card that I just got on the Gemini read and North Node read, and I'm pretty sure that Doorways card has come out several times in the last couple weeks. So there's a lot, and it's the 7 Cups energy is what I'm gathering here. There's a lot of opportunities around for everybody, not just this one specific group or people or sign or whatever. I mean, there's always opportunities out here. Like I said, I feel like the 7 of Cups energy, or the choices, it should just be laying over here. It's always like the energy that's just right there, always hovering. And I think that we're starting to figure these things out, slowly but surely, and we're starting to be able to identify what's good and what's bad out of those options, out of those cups. So I think I'm going to go ahead, and I'm being led to anyhow. I want 3 Kipper cards on this. 3 Kipper cards. And we're going to go with the old-fashioned jumper style. So we're going to get 3 cards, universe. Whatever advice that you've got for these folks out here. Yeah. I need 3 cards. I need 2 more, universe. Don't make me. You're going to do it, aren't you? You're going to let me go back through, aren't you? Alright, so number 26 card. Great fortune. A big, bright, beautiful gold statue on this high honor. Military person, possibly, that we're speaking to here. I'm sure a lot of you have been there, done that. Don't even want the t-shirt, right? If you were honest about it. Expectation. Great fortune, high honor, expectation. You are expecting to be highly honored for your talents, for your goals, for reaching your goals, for reaching your destination, your journey, your reaching your awakening. But for some of you out there, it looks like there's great fortune ahead with some high honor, and it's because of the expectation that you have, which possibly just might be a result of the manifestation that you have put out into the universe. And I'll claim this read right along with you guys, because I'll take some great fortune, high honor, and I'm good with some expectation. Even though we're really, the Tao Te Ching will say that, they're not supposed to have any expectation. But when I manifest something, I'm sorry, I expect it to come. So, lovely read. I'm going to stop there. Clearly, that's all I need. That's all you need. I do feel like I'm going to dig a little deeper into this massive retrograde. I've been saying this for weeks. It just feels like the planets are up there just smashing into each other, just all this whole time. They're just in there smashing into each other up there. So I'm definitely gonna end up pulling another a little deeper read on this retrograde cycle. Massive cycle. Unbelievable. So I'm gonna leave you there with that. do appreciate all the love and support that you guys have given me. I do appreciate the love and support that you're gonna be giving. I do appreciate all of the likes and the comments. Really helps the channel out. And obviously, I want you to smash that like button and, of course, subscribe to the tribe. Hit the bell, whatever you want to do. Don't hit the bell. Hit the freaking. Uh, hit the hay. That's the best I have. Anyhow, I will